Guys, welcome back to another Racks video. Today we're going to be going over the best strategies to make the most racks off of MLB. Because if you don't know, cards come out on the 27th or 26th. So there's a chance they come out on Tuesday. This video releases on Monday. So for my subscribers who are watching this and see this first, or maybe you just looked it up, make sure to like, subscribe, comment what you want to see more of. But I'll be technically showing you guys what I'm going to do, but also I'm going to show you this on MLB The Show, also the best players to buy, because what I think is the best strategy for MLB is you should buy a lot of cards from the same team of a winning team. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys are going to have your favorite team. Go ahead, buy, like your favorite player off that team or whatever, but if they're like, let's say it's the Athletics, there's only like one guy on that team or two guys I would be able to buy, like Geloff and Ruiz, not Keeper Ruiz, whatever his name is, a guy who steals like 80 bases, but he hits like 200. He's not that good, but he's gonna get a lot of stolen bases, which will help with getting racks. But when we go over this, you'll see this on the MLB thing. The cards have not come out yet. Like, you can't buy cards right now, or can you? Yeah. So it says. So today's the 25th, and it says launching 26th to 27th. As you see, I have 10,000 racks, which means I can buy 50 players. But I'll probably be buying the Mariners and the Dodgers team card, which is going to cost $1,600 if I buy both of them. Obviously, Mookie Betts is right now the best one to buy. If you didn't know, the series is like the Sale series, or whatever it was called, happened a few days ago. And it was the Padres versus the Dodgers, and it actually counted for the MLB regular season, if you didn't know that. And Mookie Betts went off, and he made 35 racks that game. He also played two other games. I don't know how much he made in total, but when you buy this card, the next day you will end up actually getting racks from that. So like 8 plus 35 plus nothing. So it's like over 40 racks. You're making 43 racks already. And if you get in on him early, like right when the cards come out, everyone's going to go ahead and buy this guy. So you're going to be probably making, based off achievements of card holders, like thresholds going up. Like, I think it goes like 10, 50, 100, 250, or like 100, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 500, 5,000, 10,000. Obviously, I doubt he'll get 10,000 card holders, but 2,500 is very possible. And if you can get in for like the first like 250 or whatever, 100 is like the mark I'd want to do if I were you. It'd be very good, and you'd probably make about, over 100 racks just by buying him first day. And then if he plays good first day, which is opening day, which if you didn't know, opening day is Thursday. But since he's already played 3 games, you're going to get all the racks from that. Also, a guy who's played good is Jake Cronenworth. He had a 4-for-4 game. Bogarts is obviously a great buy. Manny Machado. Tatis is Shohei. Jason Hayward's a sneaky good one. Tyler Glasnow's a great one. I don't really like Yu Darvish. And then Max Muncy, maybe. And then, there's a lot of really good guys to buy for the Dodgers, who I'm going to be buying so many Dodgers. I recommend doing that. I also recommend buying James Outman. But like I said, I think the best move is to go ahead and buy the best teams, which if we'll go over the best teams, I think the Orioles, the Dodgers, and then probably the Rangers are the best teams. Now, the Rangers do have some issues in the pitching rotation because they haven't re-signed Jordan Montgomery. Their bullpen's all right. But when you talk about Max Scherzer, Nathan Eovaldi being their like best 2 guys, because DeGrom doesn't come back till later the end of the year, it's gonna be a little tough. And we'll be going over like the best players to buy, obviously. And then also, if you guys want to, you can join my Copious Investments. We have 39 members right now, and I will be giving like my top like 20 batters and then my top 10 pitchers. But what I do recommend for pitchers, if you're scared, because if you don't know, like, pitchers can be very inconsistent year to year, in and out. Like, you can have Corbin Burns, or you can have Sandy Alcantara throw a 2.12 ERA one year, and then he'll have over a 4 ERA the next year. And at one point last season, he had like a 5. It can really just be such a hit or miss year for pitchers. And you never know, like, what guy's just going to have a complete fall off. Like, you could go from Cy Young to awful in a year like Robbie Ray. It just happens. So if you're like really scared of buying pitchers, which I am, I'll be honest, I'm scared of buying pitchers. Hitters usually know what you're gonna get most of the time, unless it's Cody Bellinger. But what you can also do, if you remember this, a lot of you guys know this, is after a game, it will show, who had the best game or whatever. And it will show, like, right here next to that save button, it will show racks earned that day. If you buy that card before the end of the day, you will get the card and you'll get the racks the next day that he made that day. And that could be a great way for pitchers. Something I kind of recommend, go buy hitters first day, maybe buy pitchers the next day. Unless it's like a top 10 pitcher, don't buy Garrett Cole, don't buy Jacob deGrom, don't buy Kodai Senga. They're all like, injured. And then also don't buy Yamamoto because he's looked utterly atrocious for the Dodgers. He's looked awful. But, those guys, don't buy them. But there are like some, pitchers who have looked good. But I would say, just make sure don't buy those guys for day one. And now, also remember to use my referral code, and then also go just follow Copious Highlights on Reel, and it will show you in here. And now we're going to transfer over to MLB The Show because I'm going to go over all the guys I think you should buy on there. For the first time, so I'm redoing it. We're going to go a little bit faster, which is probably better for you guys. But we're going over my locks. 1 and 2, Adley Rutschman, Gunnar Henderson, both on the Orioles. I'd buy both these guys. Also, Corbin Burns, I think he's a borderline. I think he's a top 10 pitcher this year to buy, maybe top 5. He isn't a contract year, which I'm going to talk about. Contract years matter, guys, for especially pitchers, because they want to get that huge bag, which is life-changing money, but they even want more of it. Buy Corbin Burns potentially. I'll let you guys know in the investments group chat on the Real Sports app. Make sure to be in there. And also, Anthony DeSantis, Cedric Mullins, Ryan Mountcastle, Austin Hayes, Jorge Mateo. These are guys who potentially, if you want to buy that Orioles team card because they're going to win over 100 games, these are guys you're probably going to want to buy at some point. Just, get a lot of their play cards. It's going to boost their racks they earn, and it's going to be good for you. Red Sox, buy Devers, buy Masataka Yoshida. That's if you have the racks after all the locks. Those are guys I'd buy. Don't buy anyone else except maybe Brian Bello. Yankees, buy Judge, buy Juan Soto. Those are my 3 and 4 locks. They're so good. Juan Soto in a contract year, he's going to have to hit the crap out of the ball in the Yankee Stadium, which is a lot easier to hit home runs. I think he's going to be a really good buy. Nestor Cortez, Gleyber Torres, potential guys I'd buy. Maybe you want to buy the Yankees team card if you're a fan. Other than that, I want to buy him. Yandy Diaz, Hajek Petrez, Josh Lau, where's he at? Brandon Lau, Harold Ramirez. They're all great hitters. So is Randy Arozarena for the most part, but he's looked awful in spring training. I think, this is potentially a team you want to buy a lot of guys off of and maybe buy the team card. Shane McClanahan's injured all year. Peter Fairbanks is good. Zach Eflin's pretty good. They have decent pitching. I think a lot of people are underrating them. If Jeffrey Springs comes back and is like how he was early last year, where he played 4 games, had like a 1.31 ERA, he could be, a Cy Young winner. He has a chance. Vladimir Guerrero, Bo Bichette, Kevin Gausman is a lock, by the way. My first pitcher lock. I have 4 or 3 of these on here. I think, he's going to win the Cy Young potentially this year. But Bo Bichette's a really good buy. Vladimir Guerrero, I think both these guys are pretty good buys, but they aren't my locks. White Sox, Luis Robert Jr., borderline lock. The only reason he's not a lock is because his team sucks, so they can just walk him all the time. Guardians, Jose Ramirez, Josh Diller, both really good. I think these are borderline locks. And then Stephen Kwan is pretty solid. Tristan McKenzie, Tanner Bieber could be really good this year too. As pitchers, maybe Shane Bieber has a bounce back year. I think he's in a contract year too. Tariq Skubal is a pitcher lock. You heard me right. This guy's going to win the Cy Young this year. I'd buy him in a heartbeat. Also, Riley Green is a really good hitter. He's a borderline guy I'd be buying. Same for Spencer Torkelson. I think he could be really good this year. I think this is the year he breaks out. Royals, Bobby Wood Jr. is a lock. You heard that? That is a lock, guys. I'd buy Bobby Wood Jr. He's so good, and he's only going to get better with time. And then there's some other guys maybe on this team I'd be able to willing to buy, like Cole Reagans. Where's he at? Where's Cole Reagans at? Where is Cole Reagans? Cole Reagans is a really good pitcher. He's going to be really good this year. I don't know where he is. He's like a 73, I thought. Where is Cole Reagans? He's a 74. Really good pitcher. I don't know why that game hates him. Pablo Lopez, Joe Ryan, really good pitchers to buy. Joe Ryan could be one of the best racks makers in the real sports app because he had so many strikeouts, or gets so many strikeouts. Whereas Lewis is also a really good buy. He's borderline locked for hitters. Buxton, Correa, stay away from them. They always get hurt. Jordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker are locks. You guessed it. And Jose Altuve is also close to being a lock because, let's be honest, the Astros always make the postseason, and they always play good in the postseason. Alex Bregman's a borderline lock also because he's in a contract year. Really good hitter. Could be amazing this year. You don't know. Framber Valdez, Hunter Brown are really good pitchers. Same for Christian Javier. Other than that, their pitching pretty much sucks. And that's why I'm kind of scared of buying their team card for regular season purposes. But they could be good. Angels, don't buy anyone. Don't even buy Mike Trout. They suck. Athletics, maybe buy Zach Geloff for a steroidal disease, or Brent Rooker. Those are great hitters for the most part. Well, Ruiz is not a good hitter, but he's going to steal a lot of bases. Zach Geloff, I think he's good. Brent Rooker, he's going to hit the ball. Julio Rodriguez is a lock. That's what I'm saying. I'm a Mariners fan personally. I'm going to buy almost every guy on this team, but I think their starting rotation is, I think I'm going to buy every single one of them, all 5 of them, from Luis Castillo to Brian Wu. They're really good pitchers. And then also, I'd say, probably buy Luis Castillo, George Kirby at some point. George Kirby could throw a perfect game. He has such good control and really manages games well. Corey Seager is a lock. So is Adolis Garcia. These guys are really great hitters. Marcus Semien would be a lock, but he's been struggling in the spring training games. I think Adolis Garcia is so good. I'd buy him in a heartbeat, especially with a better lineup around him. That's why he took regression steps a few years ago, but he's back and he looks amazing. And then Evan Carter's also pretty good, and so is Ezekiel Duran, and so is Jonah Heim, Josh Young, all great. Nathan Eovaldi is one of the best pitchers in the game. Mark my words. Ronald Acuna, Matt Olson, Michael Harris, all lock. Same with Austin Riley. He's almost a lock. Spencer Strider is a lock. There are 4 locks on the Braves. That's how good this team is. I think all these guys are worth buying day one. That's going to cost you 800 racks, but they're going to be really good. Strider could have the most racks for any pitcher this year. He throws so many strikeouts. And then Sean Murphy's pretty good. Ozzie Albies is pretty good. Orlando Arcia's pretty good. Darnold's pretty good. And then I don't know who else. They have Dave Jose. Wait, no, who do they like to have? They have Kelenic, who they brought over from the Mariners for basically nothing. He's also pretty good. And then Duvall, who knows if he plays good this year. But watch out for Kelenic to be good. Luis Arias, Jazz Chisholm, Jesus Luzardo, Yuri Perez are the only guys I'd be willing to buy on this team. I think Yuri Perez and Jesus Luzardo are the best buys out of all of them. Luis Arias could be pretty good too, but that's if he keeps hitting at 300 plus. And then Jazz Chisholm's really scary. Mets, Pete Alonso, that's it. Phillies, Zach Wheeler is almost a lock for a pitcher. He's such a good pitcher. Trey Turner is a lock. I think he's going to be really good this year. He's second year on the Phillies. It took him a little bit to transition, but he was so good at the end of the last year. I think he'll carry it over. JT Realmuto is a borderline lock. So is Bryce Harper because you're worrying about health. Bryson Stott is an interesting buy. If you're a Phillies fan, go buy him. Nationals, CJ Abrams is a borderline lock. This guy's going to have over 80 stolen bases this year. He's going to lead the league in stolen bases. Him and Lane Thomas are pretty good players. Don't underestimate them. And then where is this guy at that I like a lot? He's a pitcher. Mackenzie Gore. Watch out for Mackenzie Gore this year. He's really good. Cubs, we got Nico Warner. He's a pretty good player. I think Christopher Morel is the guy I'm going to be buying day one. I love Christopher Morel. I think this guy is one of the best hitters in the world. When you watched him last year, this guy's hitting 364, 11 home runs, something like that in a 3-week span, and then he kind of cooled off. But I think he'll be more consistent this year. And Justin Steele is also a really good pitcher. Cody Bellinger's a really good player too. So is Seiya Suzuki, Dansby Swanson's But other than that, I think there's a lot of good players on that team. Reds are so interesting because if Hunter Green plays good this year, they can be really good. Same thing for Nicolodelo. He was injured a lot last year. Maybe he comes back and he's really good, but he is pretty good. And then where is their other good pitcher at? It's like Ashcraft or something. Where's he at? They're starting pitcher. Is he injured? Because I don't see him. I do not see Ashcraft. Why is it? Graham Ashcraft is 70, dude. This guy was dotting people up last year. Ellie Cruz, stay away from him. Spencer Steer could be a good buy. Matt McClay could be a good guy. TJ Faraday could be a good buy. Other than that, that's it. William Contreras is a lock. You heard me right. William Contreras is one of the best players in the MLB. Really good hitter. I think, he's a guy I'm going to buy day one. Christopher Yelich is a guy I'm going to buy day one. Willie Adames is an interesting guy. Brandon Woodruff, Frederick Peralta are both really good players in their own right. And then, where is the other guy? I forgot. Pirates, Brian Reynolds is borderline lock. He's usually really good. I think he'll be good this year. Hopefully. I'm scared of the Pirates. I think they could be really good this year, and then I also think they could be really bad. It's just a scary team to buy in general. Mitch Keller could be a good buy if he plays good, but he has to stay consistent. Paul Goldschmidt is borderline lock. For obvious reasons, he's really good at hitting. I'm going to buy him day one because I have 50 players to buy. Sonny Gray, really good pitcher, but I'm scared to buy him because I feel like every pitcher that goes to the Cardinals regresses. And then I don't like Wilson Contreras. I think Wilson Contreras pretty much sucks at this point, but maybe he bounces back. And then Jordan Walker is also an interesting guy because he hits the crap out of balls. If he DHs this year, he's going to be so good. Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll's a lock. Zach Gallen is a lock also for pitchers. One of the best pitchers in the game. There's a reason I have 32 of him because he's if you play the MLB show, I buy him because he is going to be opening day pitcher, and I think he's gonna play really good because he plays the Angels. So I think we'll get supercharged because he's gonna play super good. Merrill Kelly's also pretty good. Capital Martes can be really bad at times. Like legitimately, he can suck. Christian Walker is pretty good in my opinion. I think he's almost a buy. And then Lourdes Gurriel Jr., he could be really good too. Nolan Jones is a lock. You probably don't even know who Nolan Jones is, but Nolan Jones will hit 50 home runs this year. Mark my words, plays for the Rockies, has insane power, insane hitter. He is really good. And then Elias Diaz can also be pretty good. He was really good last year, but I'm still scared of this team in general. Dodgers, we have so many locks on the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani lock, Mookie Betts lock, Freddie Freeman lock. The only issue with Shohei Ohtani is he could get busted for gambling illegally, but we're just gonna take the risk and buy him day one anyways. Tyler Glasnow, Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez are all pretty great players. I'm gonna be buying him and Will Smith day one. I'm gonna be buying James Outman because I think he's one of the best center fielders in the game. And Bobby Miller, I'm going to be buying Teoscar Hernandez, like I said. And then I'm going to be buying Max Muncy, and I'm going to be buying Bobby Miller. Yeah. Padres, we have Fernando Tatis. He's a lock. Manny Machado, he's a lock. Xander Bogaerts, borderline lock. Dylan Cease is basically a lock, in my opinion. Contract year for him. He's going to be amazing. He needs to be amazing so he can get paid a huge bag. Michael King's also pretty solid, too. And then Hae-Sean Kim can be, interesting. Joe Musgrove, Hugh Darvish, I'm scared of. Blake Snell is a borderline lock because this guy's going to throw so many strikeouts, and that's going to equal a lot of racks. Logan Webb, he's actually not a bad one to buy because I think the Giants could definitely make the postseason this year. But there's 4 teams in this division I can see making the postseason. They have the Giants, they have the Padres, the Dodgers, the Diamondbacks, all great teams, and then they have the Rockies who suck. But yeah, this team's a really good regular season team. And then William Flores is also a really great hitter. And that's it for the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment what you want to see. I'm going to be doing UFC videos, stuff like that, NFL, NBA postseason stuff. Make sure to like, follow, and share. And then if you guys want to see MLB show videos on how to make stubs, I'll be doing those later on too. Peace.